Hello everyone, I'm Gufran from ICIT Canada. Somebody recently asked me that he would like to create a dynamic chart for his part of his dashboard where he would like to show the chart like this here that you're seeing right now on the screen, that he would like to show the highest value in a different color in a bar chart. For example, right now you can see 1132 is the highest value and that one is green. And let's say if I change that one to be a lower value, let's say 750, then you can see another bar is going to become green, and that's the highest value there in the whole data sheet here. So he has some data and he would like to change the bar and the color of the bar whenever it finds the highest value item there. So how do I create this dynamic chart? So we're going to see how can we do this. So let's say I've got this data here where I have months and I have units over here. So I'd like to create a similar chart that we were looking at. And what is the requirement here? I would like to create a dynamic chart. Now, in order to create the dynamic chart, first of all, I have to find a way which can give me the highest value, right? Now, highest means in this range, I would like to find out which figure is the highest in value. For that, we have a function called max. So max is a function we can write here, max. So max is a function which identifies the highest value in the range that we define. Now here, what I do basically, I'll put a formula here, and my formula would be a condition if condition. So is equal to if bracket open, if what? If this value that you're seeing over here in C13, if this value is equal to max is the function. Max means if this value is maximum, bracket open, if this value 937 is maximum in this range, and select the range, and as soon as you select your range, you have to lock it, function F4, because when I drag my formula down, I would like to see the same range. So if this value is maximum in this range, so bracket closed and comma, then what? Comma means then what? If that figure is really the maximum in that range, then what do you want to do? Then I would like to return the same number over there. So just that one, and then comma again. Comma means if not, then what? If this value is not the highest value, then what do I do? Then bring me 0, because I don't want to see anything there. And then the bracket closed. Now my formula is complete. I press enter, so I get 0, because this value is not the highest value, so it'll give me 0 there. When I double click it here, you can see this item is the highest one, so it shows me that in that range this is the highest one. If I make this a little bit lower, like 750 or 7 something like that, then you can see this becomes the highest value, so it is showing me that value there. So now this maximum function is identifying the highest value. I can now create a graph based on these 3 columns. So for that, I can put my cursor anywhere inside the graph, inside the data. I go to the insert, and then I can select any of the charts from here. So let's say if I select from here this chart over here, the bar chart, you can see straight away a bar chart is created with blue bars, and also I have got one orange bar as well. The reason I have orange bar is because I have selected 3 columns. One is unit, and blue items or blue bars are shown by the units, and you can see in the legend here it says units in blue. And another bar is there which is slightly orange there, and that's maximum. Now because there's a chart here on the last column as well which is maximum, I'm not seeing any other bar because all the values are 0, and only one item is appearing there, 1132, so that's why you're seeing that chart, that bar over here for that value. For example, if I type anywhere 400, so obviously 400 is in that column, maximum column, so you can see that bar chart comes up there. But since we have all the 0 values, they're still there, but at the bottom they're not visible. Now I can see that my highest value, if I can bring the data labels, will show you there. I can click on any bar and right click on it and say add data labels, so I can see the numerical values on top of it now. And you can see right now this is the highest value 1132, and that's why since we have got two values there, so two bars are appearing over there. If I make this a lower value, let's say 450, so this is no longer highest value there. This becomes the highest value and the bar moves over there. Now you know that as far as the coloring is concerned, that's fine, and the bar is moving. But this is not what I'm looking for. I want this one bar only, and that bar should not be showing me two bars there. So how do I do that? For that, I'd like to change something. Let's say in the chart title, I can click over here and say is equal to this unit sold per month. I would like to have the title there, so that's the title there. I don't want to have this is meaningless for me, so I just remove that. I also don't want the legend. I remove that as well. Make it a little bit bigger chart here. Now you see there's a gap in between the charts. We can remove or reduce the gaps over here. There's a slight gap over here as well. I would like to overlap this chart or this bar on top of this bar here, so that one bar is shown. Then that will solve the problem. So how do I do this? I also would like to remove the grid lines, so I can remove that as well. Alright, for that what you can do, click on the single bar here. Make sure you're not selecting all the bars, because if you click here, all the bars are selected. I don't want that. I'd like to click on the single bar here only. Then right click on it and select format data series. Format data series gives me that here, and here in this one you can see I selected the maximum one, series max. Alright, that's the one. Now for this one I can change the color if I want to. From here I can select no fill, solid fill, or whatever. I would like to leave it automatic there, and from here you can select green bar if you like. Not that one I like would like to have a little bit of this color maybe. Alright, then what I can do, I can click on this icon, and here you can see series overlap -27 gap, which you can reduce the gap between these column bars by reducing that gap width over there. And also you can remove this overlap is here -27. I want to have it 100% because I would like to have it on top of each other, so I put that as 100% there and press enter, and you can see now I've got one bar there. So I have a solid bar. The two bars still exist over there for the two items, but one is overlapping on the other. There's a sequence behind it. For example, if I right click here just to show you and I say select data here, you can see I've got unit and maximum, and when I move that unit down, this bar becomes blue. The other one is gone on the background, the blue one comes on the top. If I click on the maximum and take that one down, then green comes up on the top and blue goes down, so they are overlapping each other, but they're still there. So I say okay. Now you can see I've made the chart over here. I don't want this. I can hide it like this so that managers don't see that. So you can go and say white. So now that's not shown to you. So now you can see these are my units and month. If I would like to show, let's say if I make this let's say March to be the highest one, so if I select that to be 1600 units, then you can see this one becomes the highest bar and green bar moves over there. If I make this 450 to be the highest one to be 1650, then you can see that one moves over there, the green bar moves over there. Basically maximum is selecting the value from that range, and that value is creating this bar chart, and that's why this is moving, because there are two charts and two different charts with two different coloring, and that's how we create the dynamic chart, which is showing me the highest value in that range. Hopefully this is useful for you. So these type of small charts we create and then plug in into the dashboard. So in the dashboard, when you change the numbers month over month, the bars will also automatically change, and this is quite helpful when we would like to show the data in the presentations. So hopefully you liked it, and please do give me your comments. And also if you would like to join our training, all the information is given to us on the top. You can contact us. We are also starting the fast track in Excel. I'll soon be coming up with another way of creating another type of dynamic chart. So stand by for that. Thank you very much for attending.